So we're gonna bake a cake today. We're gonna bake the Stardew Valley pink cake, and it's very exciting because my friend's birthday is tomorrow, so I actually can bring her some of the cake. I will be cutting into it and having a slice today. So, you know, whatever. What do I need? We are making a classic. So here's the thing. I know that there is a Stardew Valley cookbook. I'm not using that. I found a yellow cake recipe, and then we were making a strawberry cream cheese frosting, and that's gonna be our pink cake. However, the decorations I got are hopefully Stardew Valley accurate. Guys, we're gonna make our yellow cake first, and then we're gonna make the frosting while the cake bakes. I'm following Preppy Kitchen's recipe for a fluffy, tender, moist, melt-in-your-mouth yellow cake. All right, we're gonna start with our wet ingredients. If you guys didn't know, sugar's a wet ingredient. I'm sure you knew that. You guys are smart. You guys are little smarties. Well, you're not all of you. I won't name names. We need 1 1/4 cup of sugar. You know, I sometimes almost did another cup. No, it's not. Sometimes I actually like look at what I'm putting into like baked goods when I bake and whatever. And I'm like, my hands are clean. I literally washed them. No, that's fine. And I'm like, damn, I'm eating all of that? Isn't that crazy? Shouldn't be allowed. So here's what we're doing. We're doing 1/2 cup of butter, which is 1 stick of butter, 1 1/4 cup granulated sugar, and then we will be mixing that together. Then we will put in the oil, vanilla, and eggs, 1 at a time. That's the boo American way. Okay. And after that, I'm done talking. Let me fucking cream my butter and sugar. 1/4 cup of oil. Maybe that's why, because we're adding oil, so there's not actually that much butter in the cake because we have oil too. That makes sense. We're not that fancy. We got a 1/4 cup of oil, and we're doing, I would know how much vanilla, a tablespoon of vanilla. Aye, aye, Captain. Just a little bit extra for good luck. I'm gonna add 3 eggs, 1 at a time, and then I'm gonna add 2 yolks, specifically. Not the egg white, just the yolks. This is our butter. Our butter, our sugar, our eggs, our vanilla, our oil. But we gotta add 2 more egg yolks. So, and I'll be honest, the eggs were not at room temperature, and oh wait, I want just the yolk. Okay, hold on. I don't want the egg white, I want just the yolk. Fuck. 1 yolk. My hands are covered in raw egg. This is disgusting. Yeah. Ew, that's all egg. Ew. 2nd yolk. Going in. Okay. We have wet. Now we need dry. Apparently the buttermilk does not go in yet. Don't worry, I checked. 2 1/4 cup of flour. We also need a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. All right, 1/4 cup of cornstarch. Guys, it's freaking everywhere. All right, I'm cleaning up my spill. Cleaning up my spill, which is everywhere. You guys ever make oobleck? You know what oobleck is? Worst part about baking is cleaning it after. Yeah, for sure. Thank God that these bowls are dishwasher safe, because it's so nice. So nice. That's why I try and limit like how many measuring cups I use and stuff. Okay, did that. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And half a teaspoon of salt. Yes, oobleck, right? God, we used to make that all the time in Girl Scouts for some reason. Oobleck is like the slime stuff. It's when you mix, it's a non-Newtonian fluid, and you mix the same amount. You mix the same amount of, not same amount, but like basically the same amount of water and cornstarch together, and it becomes this like half solid, half liquid thing. Girl Scout lore. I was in Girl Scouts. I'm doing 2 teaspoons of baking powder, by the way. I was in Girl Scouts. Loved it. Shout out everyone who ever bought cookies from me. Why the fuck did none of you guys buy cookies from me? It's not like half of you are younger than me or anything, but anyways. Girl Scout fit reveal? What, like my sash? You know what's crazy is like my Girl Scout troop did not take Girl Scouts seriously at all. Like we barely did anything. I think we did, that's a lot of salt. I'm gonna just take this spatula and mix up our dry ingredients. And then I'm gonna do half the dry ingredients, half the dry ingredients mix, half the buttermilk. The rest of the dry ingredients mix, the rest of the buttermilk. Got it? So we have our dry ingredients, we have our buttermilk. Screw this freaking salt, dude. Get this freaking salt out of here. Get this out of here too. So we're gonna do about half of this. I'm also gonna preheat my oven to 350. Our batter is done. Look at that. It looks so nice and creamy and smooth. Ooh. Guys, I forgot to buy Pam, so I'm taking some butter. I'm just taking a slab of butter, and I'm going all the way around my 9-inch cake pans. I think I will put parchment paper on the bottom of this too. But I'm gonna take butter and I'm gonna go all the way around it, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of flour and I'm gonna dust it on top too. Because we wanna make sure that these come out nice. If you're baking like cake pops and you're just making a cake to crumble into cake pops, it doesn't really matter how nice your cake comes out, but if you're making like a full cake, you wanna make sure it comes out of your pan nicely, you know? All right. We got our batter. It's actually been sitting for a hot second, which probably is nice. I should have greased and everything before. Shut up. I'm dispersing this batter into 2 9-inch cake pans. God, I hope there's enough. Listen, if we have to, I can make it a super teensy weensy, itsy bitsy, teeny tiny yellow polka dot bikini cake. So what you're saying is I need to double the batter. What it looks like to me is I needed double the batter. Guys, I'm making more batter. I'm making more batter. And I was gonna double the frosting, so now I'm gonna 1.5 times the frosting and 1.5 times the, yeah. Don't worry about it. Okay, so this is our extra batter. It doesn't look as soft and silky smooth, but it's gonna have to. Why'd you take over an hour to make the first round of batter? I'm sorry, I thought we were, like, enjoying ourselves and, like, having a fun time and, like, you know? Well, hopefully it turns out. You whip that up so fast. Well, listen, if I'm, like, doing things, like talking to chat, then, like, I'm gonna go slower. But if I just, like, set my mind to this, these cakes would have, like, been in the oven a long time ago. Anyways, I'm gonna put these, I'm gonna put these cakes in for 30 minutes at 350. No one scream. And we're gonna start working on the frosting while that bakes. In they go. There we go. We got 1.5 sticks of butter, 1.5 bricks of cream cheese. I'm gonna like soften this up a bit with the mixer. And we're gonna get to adding powdered sugar. Guys, look at how much cream cheese got stuck in the freaking mixer. Because it's not soft. I'm taking the cakes out of the oven. Cakes are coming out of the oven. Wow. Wow. Putting this entire bag of powdered sugar in this bowl. Little at a time. Guys, I can just see myself spilling this powdered sugar already. I just know it's gonna happen. We're all waiting for it. I'm being so careful, you don't even know. Oh my fucking god! It's all over my pants. It's all over my pants. All of that powdered sugar is in there. Amazing. This sucks. This is the worst. I'm having the worst time of my life. Matter of fact, this fucking blows. And I was gonna add vanilla. And I was gonna add vanilla. And I still can. Amazing. Okay. Frosting. Whew, my arm is tired. I don't know if you guys have ever like handmade freaking frosting before. This is crazy. It's also, and I should have got milk. But you know what I do have? A little heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna add just a splash because it's a little thick. I wish I had milk. I don't have milk. But heavy whipping cream is literally what they use to make whipped cream. So it should be fine. We're doing a cream cheese, whipped cream, buttercream frosting. All right, I've had this ominous looking jar behind me this whole time. It's actually a blender. Full of freeze-dried strawberry. Jesus Christ. And I blended it up into this powder. And I'm gonna dump it in even with the, no, the fuck I'm not. I'm gonna take this sifter and I'm gonna put it in here. And we're gonna hope that this turns our frosting pink. This is beautiful. I wish you guys could see how freaking gorgeous this is. All right, let's mix this in. Y'all have like a whole ass aisle of Eggos, but not red food dye. But I wanted the strawberries. I wanted the strawberries though. I mean, yeah, of course we have. You're asking an American if we have red dye. We got red dye and things that red dye doesn't even need to be in. But I wanted strawberry to flavor the frosting. Oh, right, we have to put the cakes on the... Sometimes I forget that I need to do something, and if I don't do it immediately, I'm just gonna keep forgetting. So I need to put down what I'm doing and work on these cakes. Oh, it came out beautifully. Oh, it came out beautifully. Yeah. It is a tad bit thin. Cake! Going in the fridge. Guys, look at how beautiful that is. It's a beautiful pink. It looks kind of dull on camera. I swear it's like really pretty in person. There's even like little specks of like strawberry in it. Hold on. Why does it look like that on camera? It's so pretty. I've washed my hands 7 bajillion times, by the way. Yeah, we can definitely stack and crumb coat and fill. That did not work. I'm just gonna do what I want to do, and you guys are gonna sit there and watch. We're gonna take a little bit of our... That's gonna be all crumbly. We're gonna take just a little bit of our frosting and do a little layer at the bottom. Okay. Me, personally, I don't like a lot of frosting on my cakes. And since this will be the bottom, I want to fill it just a little bit. So I think just like a nice thin layer of frosting will be fine. I'm making this for me. Like I'm bringing it to my friends, but I'm making it for me. So I'm doing a thin layer of frosting in the middle. And then I'm gonna pipe. I'm gonna run out of frosting for sure. Okay. Now, at first, I was gonna make my own strawberry jam. But no. I bought some. I bought some. What if like you put a strawberry jam in the middle? You're 2 steps ahead. I was gonna make my own strawberry jam, but I didn't. We have some classic Smucker's seedless strawberry jam. We're gonna put a little bit of that in the middle of our cake. You know how it gets like a little gelatinous on top? I'm just mixing it up. Just mixing it up a little. Not too much, because again, I don't like too much filling. I know people fuck with filling, but not me. Okay, I'm gonna need more than that though. I can always take some out. And we're gonna spread the strawberry filling in the cake. I'll be honest, I'm actually not the biggest fan of like fruit in cakes. I'm a chocolate cake kind of person. I'm a chocolate cake, chocolate frosting kind of person. Okay? This is what our cake looks like so far. It's filled. And we got, damn. And I should have, whatever. I'm just gonna put it on top. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it so that the smooth side is on top. Ta-da! Cake. Now we have a cake stacked on top of one another. Oh my god, what the fuck? It's like a real cake. And I'm going to add some frosting. And we're gonna do just a crumb coat. And then we're gonna put this in the freezer for a second. And then we'll do a final coat. Okay, I think our crumb coat is done. It's a little lopsided. She's a little... Listen, we all have our flaws. Look at her this way. This is gonna go in the freezer for a couple minutes. We can chat and then we'll do our final coat. Guys, so on the Stardew Valley wiki, maybe in the game, probably in the game, it says that the pink cake is topped with little heart candies. So I got these heart jelly beans, and we're gonna use the red ones as like our little stuff. Let's try one. Let's try one of these speckled ones. I did buy these off Amazon, so will I die eating them? At least I'll be live. That was yummy. I'm trying this light pink one. I don't know what flavors these are. It doesn't say. It doesn't say at all. Oh, it says cherry. But that did not taste like cherry. She's gonna eat all of these and put one on the cake. No. I don't like this one. It's also a little sour. Okay. Time to frost the cake for realsies. Why is it flesh colored? It's not, it's pink, I swear. I already sent a picture in the Discord. It looks fleshier on camera. It's not, it's pink. It's pink! I swear. Well, I was gonna do a border, but my frosting's too thick. So we're just gonna have a nice little plain little pink cake. But the game says there are little heart candies on top. And if you look at the top, there are 8 little red dots. So we're gonna pick out 8 of these red heart-shaped jelly beans and put them on top. Do it. Ladies and fucking gentlemen, we've made the pink cake from Stardew Valley with the 8 little heart candies on top. Should we cut into it and see what it looks like? Should we cut into it and try it? Okay, it looks a little lopsided there. Look at it like right there. And pretend you can't see that scene. Shut up. That's a freaking slice of cake. Like, it looks like a real slice of cake. Let's try it. I got a little bit of everything. A little bit of the jam, a little bit of the frosting. No, because I kind of popped off. No, because I kind of popped off. I did that shit. That's cake! Actually, I know some people are gonna be like, there's no filling. It's all cake. I like cake for the cake. All right? So if you're gonna yell at me about how little filling there is in it, I like it that way. You guys literally saw me put just a little tiny bit in it. The Stardew Valley graphic update is so real. Yeah, this is what the pink cake looks like in 1.7. Guys, I'm really proud of myself, actually. Like for real, I'm proud of myself.